Hi there again, welcome to episode 10 of how to become a more confident and professional networker. My name's Sue Tonks, and I'm delighted to spend a bit more time with you today to look at the next stage in the networking process. So we've asked business questions and we've found an opportunity. Remember we said it's called the aha moment. There's an opportunity to do business. When you think about it, that is the real reason why you turned up at that event, to spot the opportunity. Yes, it's to build relationships because that helps us get to that stage, but that's the key thing that we want to find, that opportunity to do business with somebody, to link in with somebody, to take matters further on. That's the reason why we go. However, when people spot the aha moment, some do it really well, and some tackle it badly. I actually say there's the right way and the man way to take that situation further on. Now, I'm not being sexist, girls, but there's a whole point of body language and the way that we react when we spot that aha moment. And it's very, very different for us girls sometimes than it is for guys. So what happens is that when we're building relationships, girls, we like to keep on the social bit, the family bit, the rapport bit. We find it difficult to break into the business questions. And then when we do ask business questions and we find the aha moment, sometimes we might think it's a bit rude to push to the next stage for an appointment. Well, again, it's a bit of a problem because sometimes we just avoid that barrier. What happens if he thinks I'm too pushy or whatever? You know, men don't have that issue. Sometimes they spot the aha moment, they change body language, face the person direct, and then ask loads of questions. So how many people do you employ? Are you thinking about moving? What sort of size of property are you looking for? Are you looking to lease or to buy? And they move in with loads and loads of questions. And the person then on the other side suddenly feels sold to, because the approach has totally changed. And that's what we call the man way. Okay. So girls, what we're going to do is have a look at a way of which we can turn the opportunity into an appointment in a nice soft way that we actually find far more effective. So here we go. You've been asking the business questions. You spot an opportunity. Once you get an opportunity to do business, they've said something, you think, there's an opportunity here. Then I want you to pop the opportunity away. Just pop it away. Leave it to the side. If you spot an opportunity, always in the conversation find out what the person's doing at the weekend. It's not a chat up line. It's just finding out something else about the person. So let's say the person's got a big family gathering at the weekend. It's a big birthday and people coming from all over the place to the event, and it's going to be a grand affair. All right. The person's told you a little bit about that. Then you leave that. Go back to asking some general questions about the business. Then when you're ready to leave the person, just pop out that aha moment. Bring it back up into conscious mind. And then you might say, you know, earlier, John, you were talking about and how you have a difficulty with Well, what we can do to help people is, and then you're bringing in your solution. So let me just go through that again. So, you know, earlier, John, you were talking about that big event that you and your team are going to, and you're really not sure how you're going to tackle it. There's going to be a lot of people in there that you don't know, and top businesses you want to get involved in, but you really haven't got the skills to be able to do that. Well, one of the things we've been able to help businesses with is developing the skills in themselves and their teams to go to events and really get the best from themselves and best for the business, and hopefully more business. Do you think it might be worth us having a bit more of a chat about it to see if there's anything we can do to help each other? So here we've got chat and help, not meet and sell. Because remember, networking isn't selling, it's building relationships. So let me run that with you again. You know, earlier you mentioned, well, one of the things that we can help businesses with is, and then we explain it, I wonder if it's worth us speaking about it a little bit further at some point to see if there's anything we can do to help each other. Then you watch the person's body language. If they say, yeah, that sounds like a good idea, the head said yes, the mouth said yes, the eye says yes, everything said yes, then they mean yes. So what you do then is you say, have you got a card? And you grab hold of their card. At the same time, you swap your card. When you've got the card, take out your networking pen. And if you'll notice that mine's quite handy because I always keep my networking pen and my business cards in my pocket. So you get out the business card, and first of all, when they've given you a card, you look at it. Something on the card needs commenting about. It could be the logo, it could be the address, it could be part of a bigger group, but just comment on something on the card. What you don't do is you say, oh, thank you, and then just pop it away, because then you've just dismissed the person. So keep out the card, have a look at it, comment something on the card, then turn the card over. And then say, well, I know that I'm going to be busy training and in meetings for the rest of this week. So how about if I give you a call perhaps early next week? When would be the best day, Monday or Tuesday? If they say Tuesday, say fine, Tuesday, write it on the back of the card. Tuesday. Then you ask, morning or afternoon suit you better? They may say morning. So, okay, Tuesday morning. Write it on the back of the card. The reason why you're writing it on the back and not the front is the fact that you don't want to deface it yet in front of them. Yet. You will deface it later, but not in their view. So you've written Tuesday AM on the back of the card. Then you're ready to leave and you say, okay then, well, I promise I'll give you a call on Tuesday morning and see where we go from there. See if there's anything we can do to help each other. By the way, I hope the weekend goes okay, and I hope the family gathering is really good fun and you see some of the people that you've not seen for years. And then you can exit. So you've brought back into the conversation something they talked about a little while ago. That shows two things. First of all, that you're interested in them as a person, not just the business opportunity. And also the fact that you listened and have remembered something that's important to them. So always go back to what they're doing at the weekend. Ask that question early on in the conversation, especially when you get an aha moment. So you've now got the card, and you've got the time to contact them, and when you leave that event, turn the card over, and in the car on the way back, or as soon as you get back home, write on the front of the card where you met the person, when you met them, something they talked about, and what created the aha moment for you. Then all you need to do is wait for Tuesday. In the next episode, we're going to look at what happens when Tuesday arrives, and you need to make that follow-up call. Just to take you back though, if the person has a negative face or neutral when you ask the question, so do you think it might be worth our while to have a bit more of a chat about it to see if there's anything we can do to help each other? And they're a little bit more hesitant and they go, then this is the time to give them your card. And you say, look, I tell you what, here's my card. And when you're actually thinking about doing that and you want to talk a little bit further, I'll be delighted to talk to you a little bit more. Have you got a card? And that's when you do your card swap. It's important not to give somebody your card straight away as soon as you meet them, because they haven't yet built the rapport, but they feel obliged to take your card. What you do then, if you've given them your card, is that you find something over the next few days to send them in an email. Saw this the other day and thought of you. Something about what you found out about them as something they're interested in or something they're looking for in business. Get back in front of them in a different media. Another good tip is to find out an event that's going on in their area that's related to their business or industry and invite them as your guest. Hey, just to let you know, I didn't know whether you know, but there's an event going on about such and such, thought this would be an ideal opportunity for you. I'm going, I'd love it if you came as my guest. And that way you're in an environment and they have to talk to you some more. So there's lots of different ways of dealing with it if they're negative or neutral. The whole aim is to get that link, to make that telephone call at that time. See you later for the next answers. Bye.